Hey, this is A Rose.
Stand up and be a man. I'll tell you to love me.
You're listening to You Can't Sit With Us Radio.
Threshold Brace Productions.
Hey, what up, though? Welcome to another episode of You Can't Sit With Us Radio, featuring myself, El Ambitious, about to hold it down again. Solo dolo on this April 5th, 2018. But I do have a special guest in the building. She goes by Dahlia, straight up out of Nashville, Tennessee, originally from Dayton, Ohio. I'm so glad and honored to have her on the show today. She's a singer, songwriter, musician. Taylor, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good. You enjoying this April weather so far?
To be honest, I have no idea what it's doing. It's supposed to snow this weekend, apparently.
Yeah, it is.
So, not really.
It's very, very confusing. But before I talk to Taylor about her music or whatnot, I want to talk to her about homeless people for a sec. Have you ever gotten upset or mad at a homeless person before?
Yeah, to be honest, I have. I've been working downtown basically since I moved to Nashville 6 years ago, so I've had quite a few interactions with homeless people.
You got a story in particular?
Yeah, so fun fact, I used to work at the Hooters downtown for 6 months. It was the worst job I've ever had, but that's a separate story. And then there's this stoop that's on the corner, right in front of it's the intersection of 2nd in that corner, and we'd have 4 or 5 homeless people just hang out there all day, and they would just watch us through the window and be really creepy. And then at the end of the night, we would have to get escorted to our cars. And every single night they would have something gross to say or ask us for money, and we would be like, we just watched you through our entire shift, watch us work, and then you have the nerve to say something gross and then ask us for money. And so I was just obviously that's not every homeless person, but it just really, really grinded my nerves that they did that.
Man. Yeah, so I was at a gas station. It was at nighttime. I was pumping the gas. Homeless dude comes up to me. He was like, "Can I get $10 to go to Burger King?" Burger King is right beside the gas station. So in my head, I'm like, I don't want to give him $10 because I'm not sure if he's going to actually go to Burger King and get him some food.
Right.
So I decided to give him $5 instead, all $1 bills. So I reach in my wallet, I pull out $5. He counts it. One of the dollar bills is torn up and ripped, right?
Right.
This is what he says to me. He said, "Hey, man." He said, "Can I get a prettier looking dollar bill?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "What?"
For real, beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah. I'm like, ungrateful ass homeless person.
Yeah, you're like, never mind, actually, just give me it back.
I was about ready to take it back, and I was like, nah. I said, okay. So then what pissed me off more is the fact that he looked at my wallet and said, "Can I get that one instead? Because it's better looking." I was like,
it's not one of my wallet.
I was like,
it's none of your business.
So and then I was like, forget it. I gave him the dollar bill. It was brand new too. It was crisp, and he tries to walk off with the dollar bill that he just said it wasn't pretty enough for him.
He got the other dollar bill.
Yeah, he tried to take $6. So I told him no. I said, "Give my dollar bill back since it's not good enough for you." Then he walks off. Didn't even say thank you. Didn't even go to Burger King, which I know you can buy some food at Burger King for under $5.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And then it's a gas station right there because you got snacks and food. He didn't go in the gas station. He walks across the street and just leaves. I don't know where he went to after that. He just disappeared. I was so mad about that.
That makes you less likely to give.
Yeah.
Because there's some bad eggs that ruin it all.
I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
I was so mad about that. But,
Hustled you. Got $6.
Yeah. Oh man, that's so crazy. But anyways, let's move on. So Taylor, just tell me a little bit about yourself. How long you been doing music and what inspired you to get in this profession?
So I am 23, And like you said, I'm from Dayton, Ohio. I have been in Nashville for about 6 years now, 6 or 7 years, and I moved here to attend Belmont University, where I went for vocal performance. I went there for 2 years, and then I dropped out because I realized I was going to be like $150,000 in debt with a music degree. And I was like, So I dropped out of that and then just kind of started like singing around town. I sang in like a few other people's bands for a minute, like my friend Amy Darling. She had like an all-female rock and roll band. I sang some backup in that. She's actually about to have a show on the 23rd. I'm singing with her for, and she's dropping a single, so that'll be cool. But and then I was in a honky-tonk blues band called Holy Camaro that I sang and played cello in, and they're still doing stuff. It got to a point where I was just like, okay, I'm ready to do my own thing, so I kind of like set aside everybody else's projects. And really in the last like year and a half to 2 years, I've been able to like find my sound and start like gigging out as Taylor Dahlia. So that's been interesting, but it's been fun.
So what's your style of music? I know when I heard the Straightjacket single, it was like, I feel like it was pop, edgy, dark. Is that kind of your style?
Yeah, so like I guess if I had to classify it, it would be like alternative pop, because it's not exactly like bubblegum. I kind of like having like a darker sound and like edgier kind of subject matter. What I like a lot is like still guitar driven songs. So with Straightjacket, that started as just like kind of a blues guitar riff, and then through Christian Fiore, he came through with the production, which really made the song. He's amazing. But like with my live shows especially, I find that I have like more of like a soul vibe, like still pop and still dark, but the band that I have has a lot of background in like soul, and like my drummer kind of has like a jazzier background, and then the girls that back me up have like sassier kind of voices. So I'm kind of trying to form like a dark soul pop genre of my own, but we'll see.
How long you been living here in Nashville?
6 or 7 years. I'm like right in between. I moved here in 2012.
What made you move here specifically though?
Just to go to school.
Okay.
I got into Belmont University, and it was the best school that I got into for music, and so my thought process was like, Nashville's awesome. Obviously tons of music opportunity, and it was the best school I got into. So
you're not paying no loans or nothing still?
No. I pay like close to $1,000 a month in student loans.
Oh wow.
I could like, it's another rent. Like it's more than my rent.
Oh wow.
It's insane. Student loans are like, dude, it's criminal. It's criminal. I can go on forever about my feels on student loans and the price of education and like Belmont University. So
Yeah.
a little jaded.
Oh man. So who are some of your favorite artists?
Right now I'm really digging on a girl named Bishop Briggs. I don't know if you've heard of her. She had a big song called River. And then ZZ Ward is also amazing. She's kind of in that like alternative like pop rock scene. And I guess if I had like society influence, you know who Alan Stone is?
Yeah.
Oh man, he's so good. He's so like funky and soulful, and he's got it going on. And then as far as like big people, like Lady Gaga, I think is such an incredible entertainer and like badass, and you know, she like dances and sings and writes and then acts. She was really amazing in American Horror Story. So just to name a few.
All right, that's cool. What's your favorite place to perform in Nashville? You had to choose one.
That's a tough one. I mean, I like different venues for different reasons. I really liked performing at Cobra. It's where I had my single release. As far as like technology, they're not as super advanced because they're running analog, but it was really cool because their whole back venue room, you kind of get to take, you know, whatever liberty you want in terms of like decorating, and then like the whole room's yours, and like you just kind of work with the sound guy, whereas like a lot of venues I think try to have control of like the ambiance of the room and like what you're doing and how you decorate. And Cobra was cool because they kind of just let you like do your thing, and then if people want to go to the side with like all the games and the bar, like they can, but like people that are in the room are there to see you for your show, you know. So that's probably one of my favorite places to play, and I'm holding like a summer residency there for June, July, and August, so
that's dope.
It'll be cool.
Yeah, I'll definitely come by and check that out. Do you ever get writer's block?
Yeah, definitely.
How do you ever get over it, or is there a certain thing you do to get over it?
I mean, really, like, it's just about, like, walking away from it for a little bit. Like, it's easy to kind of get in that, like, oh, I gotta, like, push through. I gotta think of this one line, this one song. But, like, I find if you, like, take a break, you know, go, like, you know, exercise, move around, come back to it, that's always better. Or, like, it's really rare that I write by myself anymore. Not that I don't like to, but I'll usually come up with something and then bring it to co-write, and like having that other brain to kind of bounce things off of usually pushes through that.
So of the three things, what's your favorite thing to do in music? Singing, songwriting, or playing the instrument?
Probably my favorite is singing. It's just it's also what I've just done the longest, and I think I know the best, because I've been singing since I was like 5. And then I was in choirs and vocal lessons and singing my own stuff and doing that till now. So it just feels like the most at home for me.
Yeah, I used to be in the choir. I didn't really enjoy it, though.
No?
No.
What voice part were you? Do you remember?
Tenor.
Tenor?
Yeah.
Okay, you got like a little higher. You got a falsetto.
It was all right, though. I used to sing in the church, so it was all right.
It's different things for different people. You know?
I like being behind the scenes more, though. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you sent me a song today to play on the show. Your latest single, Straightjacket. You want to tell us a little bit about that before we get into it?
Sure, yeah. So I just released it on Valentine's Day this year. And it was my first single release as an artist. And it was kind of the first song that I wrote that I was like, yes, like, this is it. This is me as an artist. And I wrote it with a guy named Lee Starr. He's a great songwriter around town, and it's funny because he normally writes country. So him like breaking into like writing pop and stuff has been fun. And then I wrote it just kind of about like I wanted to write a love song, but I kind of wanted it to be weird because I feel like we so often put like the cliche whatever on love, but like you can kind of have a dark and twisted kind of love, and like kind of makes it like dangerous and crazy. So that's what we wrote about, and it took a while like to get everything finished, but I was like, I want to do my first one right, you know, and really make it my own. So I'm pretty pleased with it.
Who produced it?
Christian Fiore. He is a pop producer in town. He's amazing. It was like I sent him the song just like a scratch raw, and I sent him like kind of some inspiration tracks and whatever, and we got everything done between vocals and production in like 3 or 4 sessions. Okay. It was great.
Okay, that's good. All right, so let's get into it. This is Straightjacket by Taylor Dahlia, and we'll be right back on You Can't Sit With Us Radio.
All the dirty voices in your head, they tell you how to talk me into bed. They say, maybe I should leave and let you be. But the devil on my shoulder disagrees. He says, sadistic, addictive, our love is twisted. We're fucked up, wrapped up, committed and wicked. Our love is twisted. We're wrapped up. Straightjacket. We're perfect little angels in the light, but we always find it till we're wrapped up. Straightjacket.
Hey, welcome back. That was Taylor Dahlia, Straightjacket. Yeah, I gotta give that like 10 fire emojis. That was pretty dope. Yeah, you did a great job though at your single release party. You did a great job.
Thank you. It was lots of fun.
Yeah. So I came up with a few questions.
Okay.
In honor of your single Straightjacket. I call them Straightjacket questions. So basically they're bizarre, weird type questions.
Yes.
And I want to get your opinions on them.
All right.
My first question is to you, do you think angels get high?
Definitely. Definitely.
Why do you think that?
Hey, man, it's a plant. It's all natural. I'm about it. I feel like the idea of heaven, I would be a little stoned. So why wouldn't they, you know?
That's true. All right, so next question. Let's say somebody was offering $1 million to escape a straitjacket under 5 minutes. You think you can do it?
I don't know. I guess it depends how it's fastened. Honestly, probably not. I would definitely try my best, but I feel like, you know, those are made for you not to get out of them. And for me, in 5 minutes, that's ambitious, you know?
Have you ever been in one before?
No. I tried to find one to, like, do for a promotional shoot. I thought it was a little too, like, on the nose about it. But they're, like, expensive, dude. Even the costume ones are, like, $75. And I was like, I don't know why I would, like, need this after this. And I don't really, I was like, I'll just, whatever.
All right, so let's say you was locked in the mental hospital with a straitjacket and they put you in one of those rooms for 24 hours. What one song would you want playing for 24 hours straight? It can't be your song neither.
Oh, my gosh. That's tough. I think it would have to be something instrumental for sure, because anything with lyrics would drive you insane. I guess I would probably take, like, the Bach cello, like, prelude suites, the first one. You know, the one that everybody plays, like, I don't know, I just really would want cello music, and that's the only one I can think of by heart right now.
All right, my last question is, let's say you was living in, I seen on your IG stories you have a dog. What type of dog you have?
Yeah, I have a dog. His name is Jax, and he is a black lab German Shepherd mix. He's crazy.
So let's say you was living in the world of Dr. Dolittle,
Okay.
and you were able to talk to your dog and have conversations with him. What would your first question be to your dog?
Oh my gosh. It would probably be like, are you happy? Like, I mean, like, what can I do to make your life better? Like, kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, you always want your pet to be happy, and you're like, do you even like me? Like, no, he loves me. I'm pretty certain, but.
Alright, that was my last question. But yeah, do you have you shot a music video for it yet?
Yeah, I just actually finished and got the first draft back a couple days ago, and so I'm going through and, like, gonna watch it and make their critiques and kind of live with it for a week before I submit for, like, the final revision. Okay.
You got a release date in mind for it yet?
Not quite. It'll probably be I'm thinking by June.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure that I, like, do the promotion right, and I gotta do a little research and gotta, like, save up some money and stuff. So it'll be probably around then, because, like, we worked really hard on it, and I'm really excited about it. So I don't just want to, like, just throw it out there, you know. So we'll see. I'll let you know.
I bet. So I've seen you play the cello before in studio and live. How long have you been playing the cello?
I've been playing since I was, like, 11. I played it all through middle school and high school, and then just kind of, like, I didn't, like, major in it in college or anything, but I still kept, like, actively playing, and it's been cool. It's become more, like, a part of my life than I thought. I've always, like, enjoyed it, but people really value live strings still, especially in Nashville, so it's been cool to, like, use it as a part of my musicianship, and I'm hoping to put it in my music for my next release.
Okay. Is it self-taught?
No, I did it through school, and so they like, I was really lucky. The high school and the middle school that I went to had really great music programs. Okay. So they made sure to teach me and like taught me how to read music and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait for the single that we worked on together. It's pretty dope. I liked it a lot.
Yay.
Yeah. And you know what's funny though? The only reason I got in contact with you because I think you and Mandy performed somewhere. I can't remember. It's like that. What's that place beside Subway, right down here?
Oh, right off 8th.
I forgot the name of it.
I can't remember for life.
But yeah, I was down there. I didn't even tell Mandy that I was there, and she didn't realize I did an IG story on her performing. Mm-hmm. The next day, she was like, she said, how did you get that IG story? I was like, I was there the whole time. She didn't know I was there or nothing. It was hilarious. And
that's funny. There's a lot of people there.
Yeah, that's when I had that's when I DM'd you and everything about it. I was like, yeah, this will sound dope on this beat because we got a lot of beats. I couldn't figure out which one. I just went with that beat. But yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon we'll release it though. But where do you get your inspiration from?
I don't know. I mean, just like from different walks of life, and like I feel like since I moved to Nashville, and like especially since I got out of Belmont, I kind of figured out who I was and like what I was really interested in. Like I've always been kind of interested in like weird kind of dark stuff. Like I remember back when I was in 5th or 6th grade, like you had this like honors program that you could go and you had to do like an extra work and had like a grand project. And so when we picked our topics, I really wanted to do mine on witchcraft. And my teacher, I was like 10 or something, was like, no, like made this meeting with my mom and like wanted to make sure that I wasn't like into some weird shit. But I've always been kind of fascinated with kind of darker stuff, so I can definitely see myself being inspired from that kind of thing.
So I asked this last question on the other interview I did. Have you ever like, I wanted to ask you this question too. Have you ever like stared at something randomly and then you got inspiration from it, but it doesn't have nothing to do with what you looked at? Let's say, for example, you was just randomly looking at a bird, right? Mm-hmm. And then you go and write a song, but it's not about a bird.
So kind of like a chain reaction from that thing. It doesn't end up being about that thing. Yeah. Not exactly, but there are definitely like songs that started out like as one thing and about one thing, and by the end of it is like totally different thing, totally different feeling. Like, so in a way, yes, but nothing that I can think of like offhand for sure.
You never like just daydream?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I daydream all the time, but it's like when I am daydreaming, it's like I am looking at something, but I'm not really looking at something. You ever do that, like across from like a person?
Yeah, yeah.
And that person's looking at you, like, why are you looking at me? And you're like, oh, no, I swear I was just staring off, and you just happen to be there.
It happens all the time.
People just think you're weird.
Yeah. All right, so we're very close to ending the show. I do want to play a beat produced by myself, Threshold Briggs Productions, along with Nike's music, called The Wake. Just hit us up on Instagram at Threshold Briggs if you want the beat. And we'll be right back. More with Taylor Dahlia.
Threshold Briggs Productions.
Hey, welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. So, Taylor, what's your definition of determination?
I think determination to me just means like an endless pursuit of success. So everybody's idea of success looks differently, but I think it's just like determination has a lot to do with like being driven and then also kind of never giving up. Yeah. That's what determination means to me. And like if you do that, you know, especially as an artist, I'm like, if I put in the time and the thought and the heart into my art, there's no reason I shouldn't find success.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like that definition. So before we end the show, I always want to give my guests a chance to ask the host a question. So what is your question?
So I've been on like a big scary movie kick lately, and I wanted to know, you know, since we're talking about dark and twisty and Straightjacket, and what is your favorite scary movie and why?
I gotta go with I don't know if you've seen like the series of movies called 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah, I like those movies.
Is it like the older the new ones though? Because they like remade it.
I like the newer ones better.
The effects, you know, if you're gonna have zombies.
Yeah, I like zombies. I'm in like The Walking Dead and all that. So.
Oh
yeah.
hell yeah, me too.
Yeah, I like 28 Weeks Later.
That's a good one. I just saw a really bad scary movie.
Which was it?
So Insidious 3, I think it is. So the first two I thought were really good, where it talks about like multi-dimensional horror in a way.
Yeah.
And then the third one, I don't know if they got like a new director or what, but the acting was so bad. Like it's hard for me to really like scary movies when the acting is really terrible. And I kind of feel like that's like the easiest way to act. You know what I'm saying? They're like, just be terrified. You've done it before. Like,
yeah, I remember like when I was younger, my cousins used to watch a whole bunch of scary movies, mostly like zombie movies and stuff. It used to be so fun. But I like the comedy scary movies too. I like some of them. Like
Shaun of the Dead. Did you ever see that one?
Like those.
That's a good one.
I do like I think I want to say Scary Movie 2. I want to say that one I like. But yeah, I like scary movies.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much. Cause I started watching this series. I don't know if you've seen on Netflix called Dexter.
Yeah,
it's about a serial killer. Yeah, I like that show a lot.
So it's funny that you say that because we took kind of some cinematic things, like in the intro to Dexter, you know, he's like cutting up the food and it looks really like aggressive. We kind of did that with my video for Straightjacket.
That's cool.
In some parts. So that's look out for that.
Yeah. I wish it didn't end. I didn't like the way it ended though. That last episode.
I only got to watch through like how many seasons is there? Like 6?
It's 8 altogether.
8?
Yeah.
So I only watched through like 4 or 5, and then I just kind of fell off. But I heard that amongst a lot of people that they didn't really like it. How
I didn't
it
like
ended.
that.
It's hard to end a good show, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard.
It was just weird the way it ended though. But yeah, you have to check it out one day.
I'll finish it one day.
Yeah. But I greatly appreciate you being on the show today, though. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for having me. It's fun.
Yeah, we definitely are working on another. We got a single gonna be coming out pretty soon though, so definitely keep your eyes on that. Do you got any shout outs? You want to shout out your social media? Anything you got coming up?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram at Taylor Dahlia and then an underscore. So you'll do it TaylorDahlia and then underscore. Or you can go to my website, TaylorDahliaMusic.com, and that'll have links to all my socials, all my YouTube channel. And then there is one thing that I wanted to push that I'm about to finalize the lineup and do all that for. I'm responsible for a monthly showcase at Cobra for June, July, and August. It'll be the first month or the first Monday of each month. Cool. And it's called Wildcard Nashville.
Cool.
And what it's going to be is it's going to be a showcase of local artists with one wildcard act. So burlesque, fire spinning, stand-up comedy, something kind of like off the wall. That's dope. And so for the first one, I'm doing like Wildcard Nashville, the Queens of Teas. So I'm going to book some burlesque, and then I'm going to have an all-female lineup of, like, super sexy, sultry singers.
That's
I
dope.
want it to be very, like, sexy, feminine power. And then the next one will be, like, kings of something. And then the last one will be, like, the jokers of blah, blah, blah. So
That's
I'm really
dope.
excited about that. So
Yeah,
stay
that's dope.
tuned.
Yeah. So it's during the summer?
Yep.
Okay.
Those 3 months of the summer. And then maybe we'll keep going. Maybe we won't. We'll see.
Yeah, I definitely want to check that out. That should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you want to follow me on social media, follow me at Ambitious1K on Instagram, Ambitious1000 on Twitter, Threshold Braids, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And this is You Can't Sit With Us Radio. El Ambitious, I'm out.
Bye.
Psst. Psst. Hey, you listening to this right now. If you like what you heard, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. If not, I'm going to come find you. And my name is Ambitious, so you know I'm going to find you. Don't play with me. Bye.
Threshold Braids Productions.